How is fat expelled from the body? What should we do to reduce fat? The human body is a complex and precise machine. A series of steps and changes are necessary to burn fat. This process, of course, also involves numerous enzymes and signaling pathways. Today's content is a bit dense. You don't need to memorize it. Just listen as I explain. First, the most important point is to let your body receive the signal to burn fat. Actually, your body burns fat all day long. But the body's self-preservation mechanism constantly stores fat at all times. Therefore, to lose fat, you need the amount of fat burned to exceed the amount stored. To achieve this state, you need a calorie deficit. A calorie deficit means your total daily metabolic output exceeds the calories you eat. I'll put the metabolic formula in the comments. When the energy from our food is insufficient to sustain the energy required for bodily activities, the body draws from stored fat. This brings us to the second step of the process, fat breakdown lipolysis. When we are in a calorie-deficient state, the body increases or decreases certain hormones to aid in breaking down fat. For example, first, cortisol increases. It prompts the liver to release glucose, and also promotes the breakdown of fat to provide energy for the body. Second, insulin decreases. Lower insulin reduces glucose utilization, prompting the body to rely more on fat breakdown for energy. Third, thyroid hormone increases. It helps increase basal metabolism. Fourth, epinephrine and norepinephrine also increased. These two bound to beta-adrenergic receptors in fat cells, thereby promoting fat breakdown. Fifth, growth hormone also increases. Growth hormone protects muscle tissue and provides energy by enhancing fat breakdown. During fat breakdown, your body releases triglycerides stored in fat cells. Triglycerides are broken down by an enzyme called lipoprotein lipase into 4 molecules, 1 glycerol and 3 fatty acids. These fatty acids are then transported via the bloodstream to tissues needing energy, such as muscles or cells. They can enter the mitochondria within cells and produce energy through an oxidation process. This brings us to the final stage of fat loss, fat oxidation. After fatty acids enter the cell, they are converted into acetyl-CoA through a series of enzyme actions. To enter the mitochondria, acetyl-CoA needs the help of carnitine palmitoyltransferase. Carnitine palmitoyltransferase is what's sold online as L-carnitine. However, your body can produce it on its own by using other essential amino acids. So, those who claim L-carnitine helps you lose fat are just trying to rip you off. But there is one exception. If you are a vegetarian and don't consume enough protein through your diet, then your body may not be able to produce sufficient L-carnitine on its own. Through the series of actions described above, fatty acids undergo oxidation, ultimately producing energy, and the byproducts carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide is expelled from the body through respiration, and water is expelled through urine and sweat. This is the entire process of fat burning. Additionally, when a person is hungry, more ghrelin is secreted, telling the brain it's time to eat. When you are overweight or full, fat cells secrete a hormone called leptin, telling your brain it can stop, preventing overeating. However, if you lack exercise, enjoy eating fried foods, or suffer from chronic sleep deprivation, it can lead to leptin resistance. This means leptin signals fail to reach the brain. Even though you may have a lot of body fat, your brain still thinks you are starving. At this point, people without strong willpower can easily fall into the trap of indulgent food. Therefore, we should eat natural, healthy foods that are high in satiety and digest slowly. For example, whole grains and vegetables. In short, foods that are closer to their natural state with minimal processing. That covers everything about fat loss. I hope this information helps you.